Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 32 review of the Meats playlist. The last video of this playlist and the playlist itself will both be linked at the end of this video in pop-ups. So we will be taking a look at this guy, and this guy came to me thanks to Hoss304, which is he is to thank for the sourcing of the product. So what you're looking at here is a 1.75 net weight ounce bag of bourbon flavored beef jerky. It is a hanger bag, as denoted by the hole. There are two tabs on either side where you tear off. I am not feeling a Ziploc on this bag, but it is significantly smaller. Now, why is it smaller? I do not know. Maybe they don't come in their usual size bag. Usual for Mingua is 3.5 net weight ounces. Okay? So this is literally half the size. And we will now be going to the desk to take a closer look at the back. Okay, so here we are. You have your standard hanger bag. It does have the hole at the top, and it has two notches right here, as I denoted already. There is no Ziploc on this, though, okay? But I have a feeling we're going to see on the back of this that the serving size is the bag. Why am I saying that? Because the quick nutritional information, the quick look nutritional information, has 24 grams of protein denoted. So as far as their products go, that would be close to 2 ounces. Down here you do have the agricultural inspected stamp. It is clearly denoted as bourbon flavored, and it is also denoting that it is natural style. Okay, going to the back. So that's what you have nutritional wise. Servings per container. 1 serving per container. So in their 3.5 ounce bags, there's 1 ounce servings. In their 1.75 ounce bag, there is a 1.75 ounce serving. And everything else is pretty clearly denoted, and already these new camera angles are working out in my favor. Hallelujah. Over here you have their little story. In the middle you have their address below the flavor. So it is Cleveland Drive of Paris, Kentucky. You then have their website, their social media, the fact that it contains no nitrates, and a whole lot of ingredients. And then the barcode. Okay, and that's about it. The only thing I did not think of here is, what do I go back up top to open this, or do I open it here? So we're going to open it here. Whoa, and the bag is not wanting to cooperate because that was just too weird of an angle for it. So this wasn't the plan. But in retrospect, I didn't really have a plan, so I guess that's okay. So that's what you're looking at for a 1.75 net weight ounce. I'm going to put this away and look at that later. And this is what you're looking at. It is flexible, it is very thin, and the moisture content will be much lower than, let's say, a Jack Link's product or a Bridgeford. You can see the grain of the cut. Usually that's easier to see on the one side, and then you have these little sort of circular marks. It must be some sort of something that's running on a conveyor of some sort. This does not have a lot of seasoning on it, and it feels a little bit more tender than the others, so I am going to go out on a limb and say that this has been flavored via some sort of liquid concoction. All right, you can see what the shake looks like. All right. And the standard size pieces, I would say, are about that. Okay? So, not a lot of it, but it's not being as advertised as such. But you know what? It would probably look like more to you than a similar size serving of Jack Link's, due to the fact the moisture content is lower in this, so they're putting more in the bag due to each individual piece being lighter. So, with that, we will... you know what? I want to smell... Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we'll go back up top. And we are back. Okay. So, smell off the bag. It's something different, but it's not screaming bourbon. All right? And that's fine by me because, as a rule of thumb almost, it's not a rule of mine, but I tend not to like things that are too boozy. Okay? So, I'm going to get... We'll go with this piece. It is a bit of a chew. It's good. It's very much like the original with a lower saltiness. It's not as overblown on the salty. There is something there flavoring wise in the background. What saltiness there is sort of nixing it out. So, it's not bothering me because it's not overblown bourbon. But at the same time, if that's what you were looking for, you'd probably pick up a hint of it, if that makes any sense. Serving size. Size of bag in general. I don't know. It might be worth it to me. Because really what it's registering to me is sort of a natural, slightly different background flavor, but a natural with a lot less salt than their regular natural or original. I'm saying, you see how I'm intermixing that? So I'm sort of digging it, that personally, just because I like their original, but I have to be in the mood for it. It's just really, really salty. And their products are, with the exception of that teriyaki last week, which I should have highlighted that more. That was very not salty, by their standards anyway. This is a slightly different background flavor than their original. It's something there. If you're looking for bourbon, you'll probably find it. But the selling point for me is it has the same idea as their original with a lot less saltiness to it. And for that alone, I would think this was worth it. I could actually eat this more often than I could the regular original. Now, the price on this, I do not know. Okay? It's going to go state to state. You know, that's why I do not get into it. It is a significantly smaller bag. Weight-wise, it is half the size of their regular bags. But that said, quality product and quality packaging, although I sort of mangled it. And if you see it, I'd definitely give it a try. And if you had any thoughts on the flavor, I'd definitely like to hear about them in the comments section. And with that, fini. I do hope you all are well. Thank you for watching. Hoss304, thank you for going through the trouble of sourcing this for me. As for everyone in general, do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.